Hey, how's it going, everybody? Figured I'd go ahead and show you guys the Sears Heavy Sixer and also the joysticks. Got them all taken apart, cleaned up in the sink, and wow, everything cleaned up really good. The only thing I skipped on, because these can be a pain in the ass to take apart. Some of them are made different, where some easy enough, some just a real pain in the ass. And I like to totally take it apart so I can submerge the plastic in the water and get everything real clean. But I'll do these tomorrow. I don't have that many paddle games anyways. My main concern is just testing out the system. So anyways, everything came out beautiful to where either this person took really good care of their stuff or this system hardly got played. There's the oddball joystick that's got the skinnier cable. It practically looks new. I'm thinking they just used the thick cable one because the ring around the joystick handle that's painted orange, there's one spot where some of the paint's come off to where it's right by the fire button, where I'm thinking it's just from their thumb rubbing against that when they were playing games. But the other one, the ring looks perfect. I mean, everything just cleaned up really good. So anyways, show you the thick cable one first. This one, when I opened it up, this looks just like the other couple or so that I have in my storage bin, to where they are better than the later joysticks. Those ones, I friggin' hated them back in the day. As my first Atari was a 4-switch Woody, and between me and my best friend playing that thing over and over and over, they wore out fast. I went through a lot of different joysticks until I finally just picked up a Wyco one, Wyco, however you say it, and that's the best you can get. They're made like an arcade controller. But the way they'd do those is you'd have the plastic piece that goes up into this rubberized part. Then that has plastic tabs around it, 4 of them, that strike little metal discs on the circuit board to make your contacts. And same thing with the fire button. These, when you open them up, another layer in there is, it's got that piece that goes up into this rubberized area, but instead of the plastic hitting directly onto the circuit board, each one of those tabs has a spring on it, and then there's a layer of plastic that just sits over the top of the board that has tabs on that strike the disc, so you got the spring tension instead of just plastic on plastic. It's probably why these last longer, because that's what wears them out, is that constant plastic on plastic tension to where those little feet get bent, or the tabs or whatever, and then the joystick quits working right. So anyways, like I say, that one pretty much normal on the inside, where the little metal discs look like the same ones that you'd have on any type of Atari 2600 controller that is made by Atari, to where they just have them sitting on there, and then they're usually taped on either separately or just one big layer of tape going over the circuit board. This, not only is it a little different on the inside on the way they did those metal tabs, I'd say it's better. So when I open this up, and it says Atari Revision 5 on the circuit board, and the way they did those little metal tabs, or disc or whatever, instead of a disc that's taped on, a little metal strip, each end is bent so it's soldered into the board, and then instead of that foot striking the disc, it strikes the middle of it to where it bows it, and then that hits the contact. And same thing on the fire button. So, solder better than tape, that's all I can say. And it sucks that they don't write anything on these to say other than on the circuit board on when it was made or whatever. Say it just says Atari Revision 5, but man, look at that. That got very, very little use. Even better. No dry rot on anything. That's a problem that we have here in Arizona. Those little boogers, I have found some to where they're like a rock, to where they just crumble if you try and flip them off with a screwdriver, or they'll just be mush. And that's just our Arizona weather. Destroys rubber. That's why we got so many fucking kids running around, man. It just eats the shit out of rubbers. Okay, now for the system. So I still need to go over some spots with the magic eraser. It's got some white marks on it from rubbing against a closet or something. I don't know. They always seem to have white marks on every old system I get. But the magic erasers will take all that off. Otherwise, it's just areas where the dirt got into the plastic on any of the textured area. Same thing. Magic eraser would take that right off. Otherwise, man, cleaned up really, really nice. Big damn difference. So, hopefully it works as good as it looks. That would be really nice. So that is the end of this vid. Just wanted to show it off to you guys because I was so impressed with how good it cleaned up. Figured you guys could care less about these being cleaned up. Anyways, I'm going to keep hitting that Goodwill up every time I go to town, so who knows, I might find some more stuff to show you guys. The last few visits have been good. It's just a little bit at a time, but they've been good for a change. It's either they're getting more stuff in, or the hoarders are running out of room to store their shit in their house and their fucking cars. Don't know, because the day I definitely lucked out, and there was a lot of people at that Goodwill, man. There was times to where I couldn't even get down the aisles because there was just shopping carts everywhere. It's like I say, people just raid that place. So, could be luck, or it could be finally they're getting in some good stuff. Later, everybody.